Sunset is a place that I think really levels the playing field. It's you against the ocean pretty much, especially when it's like this. So I could see it going either way.
Looking forward to that as we have a new heat just getting started. Frederico Morais taking on Italo Ferreira, Brazil versus Portugal.
Great performances on tour as well. And as we see here, Italo on the break. Wow, that was one big turn right there. Big section, actually. Perfectly timed on that one. And Frederico on the other wave, maybe the wave behind. Nice carve right there. Como ended up with a nice roundhouse and finish it off. So, like, it's nice to see the contrast. His foot, I actually had a look at it. Italo in and out. I spoke to a friend of him.
Pays off, and this is why you guys train so hard for moments like this. Ryan Callanan just really flipped things in the water with Connor O'Leary. Well, we've got some catching up to do. Nice late takeoff from Italo.
Let's see what's happening right here. Looks like he's about to set up for a big turn. And there you go. That was huge. He looks like he's riding a very long board, and I think he mentioned on his previous heat interview that just operated that heat pretty well. It was kind of a wave start in the beginning, and then he put it together in the end.
Frederico Morais throwing down the wrapping turn. Goes up into a wild-looking lip. There's about 4 lips there. Now he's got really talented brothers. His house was a little bit like Disneyland. Big ramp in the backyard, close to Seaside Reef and all the waves in North County, San Diego. As we've got Italo kind of S-ing his way back and forth. And he'll step off. So Italo trying to keep his lead over Frederico. As we see this one starting to cup out and setting up with some speed is a world champ named Italo. And Italo hops out.
As we grew up, and I think Italo's coming up right now.
Here we go. Italo Ferreira now starting to S back into the pocket. Johnny Boy would paddle out and say, do something. That's what Italo just did right there, hammering that section on the back end with control and power.
Usually people are doing 2 or 3.
Back to this one.
Yeah, nice setup. And he's just dying it down this wave on the inside bowl right here, and just a huge turn right there. And like I mentioned, another air drop that just show how critical he is. That one he kind of dramatized a little.
You know, in Southern California, there's rocks and tide pools everywhere, and he'll take off over the rocks. He's got a few nicknames for that approach. But it's always cool when you see a great surfer make board. Already lost his jersey in the previous heat, and now we've got a nice entry point for Italo to put his head down and pull in and come out of the barrel. Right into a backside arc. I mean, maybe he didn't start liking riding longer boards, but I think he does now. Bushesha can't even contain himself right now. He might miss the next clip if he doesn't stop dancing.
This one is going to look good for him. Just a very tall wave. Very calm on the bottom right here. Setting up very nicely, getting deep, going through that chandelier, and actually backing it up with a nice, strong finish right there.
Well, Red Wave, one more look here from the channel.
Check this chandelier out. Like, he completely disappears. That's so hard for you to handle all that water coming down on you. And basically, you're not seeing your exits. Just everything is feeling right there. And for him to actually be able to adapt.
But he's hoping that he can really capitalize on what would be a marked event for him to have a ton of success. Throws down the arc in the foamy face and punches out the lip line. Kikish going for one more, chips it down the stretch, and he will fade on the final turn. A valiant effort for Frederico to try to turn things on Italo.
Yeah, I think it just needed a little bit more of an opportunity of a critical section for him to really put the exclamation point and have the judges. But he got the judges thinking. He had a great heat so far, and he should be stoked heading into Portugal.
Italo now takes a moment to himself in the Red Bull Athlete Zone, fired off with so much passion.